Joining me now, he's always so good on the show, former congressman from North Carolina, chief of staff for the president himself, President Donald Trump, and now author of a new book called The Chief's Chief, which I would highly recommend if you actually want to know how it works up there. Mark Meadows joins us now. Congressman, let's begin at the beginning. I cringe to even say this because I love my country and I don't like it embarrassed. Joe Biden is getting ready to go to Europe. And I've got a little video here. Last time he went, he embarrassed us. Donald Trump somehow never embarrassed us and always made us look better. Here's a little video of the difference between the two. Man, I miss that guy.
I miss him too. Jesse, let me just tell you, every time I see that video, I laugh, I smile, because it reminds me of one thing. President Trump would always push everybody aside, and he said, wait just a minute. It's America first, baby. And we've got Joe Biden going abroad, and listen, the Pope doesn't even want to be seen with him. His polling numbers are so bad. Now his meeting with the Pope is going to be off the record. They're not going to have cameras, so even the Pope understands it's not good to be seen with Joe Biden out in the press.
Congressman, can you explain to me something about the reason Donald Trump's foreign policy was so successful? Because in the very beginning, I was not a Trump fan. And then, I was amazed at how good he did as president, but especially foreign policy. I never saw that coming. He'd never even been in politics. Why was Donald Trump good at foreign policy? I never could figure it out.
Because he didn't play politics with it, Jesse. Let me just tell you, I was in the room, and I cover this in some of the book, but when he's actually talking to world leaders, whether it's Putin or the leader of China or Germany or any of the other countries, he would have a frank conversation with them. If they didn't see it his way, he didn't back off. He says, listen, I'm telling you, this is the way it's going to be. They respected that power. I think it was Teddy Roosevelt said, walk softly and carry a big stick. President Trump didn't necessarily walk softly. We had the big stick in terms of our military and economic might, but he didn't have to use it because he was willing to let people know that he meant what he said. Listen, we've got two foreign leaders who have now looked the other way. When you look at China and the way that they've interacted with Joe Biden, the way they interacted with President Trump is totally different. And Russia, they've gotten their pipeline. When President Trump said no to the pipeline, Joe Biden says yes to Russia and no to the United States. You're right. His foreign policy was the biggest surprise. And candidly, it's what I miss.
Congressman, I say, I'm not putting these words in your mouth, obviously, but I say all the time the destruction is intentional. But when you bring up things like you just brought up there, how am I supposed to take that any other way? Joe Biden walks into the Oval Office. He immediately stops any drilling on federal land, stops the Keystone Pipeline, and then gives Russia the sign-off. How am I supposed to take that any other way than being anti-American and intentionally trying to hurt us?
Well, listen, we can tell you a lot of the decisions coming out of the Oval Office now are not only intentional, but they are intentional with a design purpose to say that America is not exceptional. Listen, it wasn't too long ago when there was an apology tour across the globe by President Barack Obama. Now we say apology tour 2.0, with Joe Biden going abroad to say, well, there's nothing really exceptional about America or the American people. The only people that believe that are the leftists that are in control of the White House right now. And quite frankly, a few of the communist leaders, but they even respect our power. But you're right, it is intentional, and sadly, unless they correct it, it's the American people that are going to have to pay the price.
The book is The Chief's Chief. Tell me something we're going to learn in this book.
Listen, you're going to be able to see a number of scenarios where Donald Trump was willing to take on Dr. Fauci. He was willing to take on General Milley. He was willing to take on, at great risk, make decisions in the middle of the night, oftentimes for the advantage of the American people. What you will also see is all the books that the left and even some of the Trump haters have put out. I will come against many of those and show you where the true story was. And I think for those that love the fact that Donald Trump was their president, they'll love this book.
Hey, thanks so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.